Everything feels scripted, like I've seen it all before. Every move predictable, like a loop I can't ignore. People.
Hello, people. Bro, look it over there. You can see like a hawk or an eagle flying around and just hear go, whatever sound it makes. But like, bro, I shaved. And I look so different. My girl says I look cute. Thanks, babe. But I feel like I look like a naked mole rat. Fuck it. I kind of needed to shave because I hate how when I eat or when I'm drinking something out of the can, like the hair will get stuck in the can and it pulls and it hurts. Or when I'm eating something and it just gets all over my beard, it's so annoying. I'm not gonna lie, guys, your boy was contemplating on shaving my head, like short, starting fresh. Because it's gonna be getting hot soon, and like when I'm working, it kind of gets annoying having my hair go all over the place because I put gel on it, but it doesn't stay. So whatever, we'll see. Right now I'm doing it like this, but yeah, it's a pretty day. This is different. I'm usually making my videos in the evening, but it's literally 1 in the afternoon. So it's different. But I figured why not? Let's just do it. Not necessarily to get it over with, but I don't know. I felt the vibes feel good. You know, it's not hot. It's not too cold. I woke up, I got 8 hours of sleep, you know. Had some caffeine. I'm ready. So let's just take advantage of this energy that we got. So that's what we're doing. Shout out Purple Flowers. That's actually picture worthy. Hold on. I'm a little photographer, you know what I mean? I had to. I'm probably gonna edit that somehow, some way. You know me, creative and shit. Anywho, I hope your guys' morning or whatever it is for you is going good. I know mine is. Look at, we got the horses out and about. Okay, well, not really. It's just eating. I don't know. Just chilling. That's it. But yeah. Yes, we're gonna go to a spot that I was actually gonna go originally yesterday, but I ended up going somewhere closer. So I figured, fuck it, let's go there now. And yeah, we'll chill. This one is just about how it's so hard for a lot of people to sit in silence with their thoughts. Especially if they're very well or very much so connected to their ego, you know. The ego hates silence. But you are the awareness observing itself, remember? Consciousness experiencing itself. So when you remember that, it's going to be easier for you to sit alone in silence with your thoughts, being the observer that you are, not attaching, and not reacting, you know, but reflecting. But goddamn, guys, if you haven't already, get out there, take a walk, listen to some music, get that air, get that prana, you know, circulate that chi by breathing. These horses, man, I love them. So cute. Never gets old. Never gets old, man. And enjoy the simple shit. Because when you do, it's going to be a lot easier for you to enjoy your life, your reality. A lot of us take shit so serious, and life is and should be a joy and ecstasy to live. It's not a drag. It shouldn't be a drag. Everyone in their big metal boxes, you know, they're driving in a rush and a fuss. Not all. There's people that are content, sure. But a lot of people in the collective, it's a drag for them to be alive, you know? And there was a movie that I was watching yesterday, and they said something, and it's so true. It's, if you're scared to die, then don't be scared to live. So get out there and live. Because a lot of people are both scared to die and live. You know what I mean? But if you're scared to die, definitely don't be afraid to live. So, a little cute doggy over there. I think it's a border collie. I always say it. I don't know. So cute though. Anyways, guys, I'll see you at the spot. What is going on? We're finally at the spot. Bro, this weather is bipolar today. It goes from being cloudy to sunny to cloudy again, which is cool, but I guess there's no but actually. It's whatever. But yeah. Bro, these backyards are cool, but it's like, if you want privacy, probably not the best backyard to have. You got a pool, you got a hot tub in there. It's great. It sounds nice. Being a hot tub. Okay, well the hot tub's more for like nighttime or the evening. Maybe the pool would be nice. Can you see how windy it is though? Look at my hair. It's all like, it's like that. Now, I mean, I look cool. I look like a cool guy. Before, when I first started the video, this shit was up. But yeah. Give you a little bit of a POV. But yeah, guys, this one is about how silence, man, it's beautiful. Because in silence, the ego tends to quiet down. And when the ego is quieted down, it reveals a lot of truths about yourself, the universe, all of the above, really. That's why a lot of people are scared to sit in silence with their own thoughts, because they've never really done the inner work, you know? They haven't really been in a state of consciousness where they aren't thinking, you know? A lot of people are so used to just thinking and thinking and thinking that it feels like a little ego death, a little death to not think. But if you're doing your spiritual or your own work, whatever you want to call it, like I've gotten to a place where I want to say the use of plant medicines and have greatly helped me get to a place where it's easy just to not think. It's so easy for me not to just silence my thoughts. I just bring my awareness to my heartbeat and my breath, and I keep the awareness on my heart and my breath, and the thoughts just stop. So it's hard, it's easy to do it once you get used to it, but if you're so used to thinking, and if you really think that you are the thoughts that you think, then it's going to be hard for you, or it could be hard for you to get to a place of just stillness and breath, you know, because a lot of people trying to meditate, they kind of do it wrong. They go about it and they're trying to force themselves not to think, and by doing so, they just keep thinking more. So they're like, it just keeps coming and keeps coming. It's hard for them to meditate and they get distracted. But really, it's not about stopping yourself from thinking, but rather it's about allowing not allowing the thoughts to control you, allowing the thoughts to blow like leaves in the wind, come and go. Like it's kind of like it's windy as fuck like today, right? And you see all the leaves blowing and swaying, and the trees, those, you know, it's just moving, right, in the wind. Think of those as the thoughts. When you're meditating, you just watch your thoughts come and blow in the wind. You don't identify with them, you don't react, you just observe. And through continuous of that, eventually the thoughts do stop coming, and you're just aware of itself. You're just looking. When you're just looking and you're just not even thinking so much, you allow for space and clarity to receive downloads from your higher self, insights. It even allows for old stagnant energy built up and pent up in your energetic field to be released. Feel it, breathe it in, let it go, Bro, I look so much different that I shaved. I look like a teenager again. Fuck it, whatever. It grows back, hair is hair, But once you get used to doing that, it's going to become so much easier, guys. And I understand, like most people are terrified of silence without realizing it. Not physical silence, but inner silence, right? The mind. The kind where distraction disappears long enough for awareness to observe itself clearly. Because the ego depends on noise, constant stimulation, constant thinking, constant reaction. The ego wants your attention trapped outward endlessly. Scrolling, comparing, chasing validation, replaying fears, limiting beliefs, obsessing over identity. Because the moment awareness becomes still, the illusion starts weakening. That's why silence can feel uncomfortable at first. When the noise disappears, patterns become visible. Unprocessed emotions rise to the surface, like what I was just saying about. You allow for that stagnant, pent-up energy to purge out by breathing, and make space for higher frequencies that do resonate with you, not the old you, the new you, the one that's aware and conscious now. So it's like you're going to begin noticing how often the mind repeats fear-based stories, how often anxiety is just repetitive thought loops, and we just identify with those thoughts thinking that that's who we are when it's not. How often identity is built up around performance instead of authenticity. And for many people, that realization feels overwhelming because, again, it feels like a death, especially when you've identified with a certain version of yourself. It can feel like a death for sure, an ego death. So they run towards distractions, drinking, entertainment, consuming, whatever, drugs. They run back toward noise because distraction temporarily protects the ego from self-awareness. But awareness grows in stillness and silence. That's why meditation feels powerful. Breathwork, plant medicine. Not because it's magically giving you the answers, but because it interrupts the identification with the mental noise that we've given. The ego death, right? The identity. Excuse me. Even doing what I'm doing right now, being in the nature is very high vibrational. Everything's connected. All these trees and plants are all communicating together in a different frequency than humans can, perceive of, but they're all talking and dancing. It's funny, right, when they say that they're dancing, it's like the trees and the wind picks up and everything's just rustling more louder. It's like, yes, we're dancing. See, there we go. But it's a very high vibrational thing to do. If you want stillness, you want to clear your mind, go in nature, just focus on your breath. Listen to the sounds of the wind and the leaves rustling against each other. It's so healing. It's such a healing, high vibrational thing to do. You're going to feel so much better the more you do these things. Awareness grows in stillness, it grows in silence. And for a moment, once you do all that, you're going to stop being consumed by thoughts. And instead, you're going to witness the thoughts. That shift changes consciousness completely, because if you can observe the mind, then you are something deeper than the mind itself. When you're the awareness observing the mind, not the mind. That deeper awareness is calm, present, untouched by the endless chaos of egoic thinking. And the more time you spend connected to that awareness that is really you, the more clearly you're going to begin to see reality and yourself. You're going to notice how addicted modern society is to stimulation, how silence itself has become uncomfortable for most people, How many identities are even built around external validation? And slowly, your relationship with reality, with life, changes. You're going to stop reacting instantly to everything and start reflecting. You're going to stop chasing noise constantly. You're going to stop needing distraction to escape yourself, because eventually stillness stops feeling empty and it starts feeling like home, like peace. And maybe that's why ancient spiritual traditions valued silence so deeply, because silence doesn't just remove noise, it reveals what the noise is hiding this whole time. The awareness beneath the ego, which is who and what you truly are. The presence beneath the conditioning, the consciousness that existed before the world told you who to be. And it's going to be easier for you to manifest the things that you want in reality when you stop reacting so much to the first thing that may arise. You know, you get to a baseline of peace within your body and mind, that even if something chaotic can happen to you in life, you're not going to react. Like if someone's pissed at you, you're not going to react with their vibe. You're not going to reflect it. You're going to come at it more of a grounding, peaceful vibe and be like, okay, well, you're mad. That's fine. That's you. That's not me. I'm chilling. You want to be mad? That's you. You want to believe that you're a victim? That's you. I'm doing me, and I'm creating my reality. Got acid reflux, bro. Shit's annoying. Let me get some water. But like a lot of people do not. That's why there's people that I know damn well you know someone that can't be alone, right? They gotta always be with someone. Most of the time it's because they don't like being alone with themselves. They don't like hearing their thoughts. So they need to drink. They need to smoke weed. They need to have some nicotine. They need to be around people. If you hate being alone, usually it's because you hate being alone with yourself in your own mind. You haven't done enough. Solitude is great, guys. Solitude gives you that peace of mind and clarity to get back on track with the vision, get back on track with the mission that you came here to do on Earth. Because your soul has a mission. You have a mission. You're not here just to settle and watch Netflix all day, right? Play video games, whatever, jerk off, whatever. If you're a female, you know what I mean. Flick the bean. Too much information. Oops. But it's true, you know, like. Again, it's about producing over consumption. So stop consuming more than you're producing. That's what's gonna kill your drive, your will. That's why people feel burnt out and irritated, because they're just consuming more than they're creating. But when you give yourself that time to be in stillness and silence, it helps you to be back on track with the version of you that you are meant to be, you know? Away from the noise, away from the people who are always constantly distracting you and the things that are distracting you. It's good to be in solitude, so you can have some clarity and set clear intentions, and you see what you can do and what you want to do, and you can predict the way it'll work if you do this and that. So it's like, okay, cool, you get back on track with who you're supposed to be, and get back on track and connect with your highest version of you. Okay, cool, if I do this and this, then this will happen. Cool, let's lock in, That's what it's about, just lock in. It's okay to be in the stillness. It's okay to be alone sometimes. It's not bad. Especially being so empathic and feeling everyone else's energies. Sometimes that's what your soul needs, just a good breath of nature, A good breath away from people. Your soul will thank you. Just take a hike, take a walk, do something that allows for you to connect with your breath and back to your true awareness that is really you, not the ego, not the mind, not the thoughts, just the observer observing itself, observing this form, right? And if we're not the body, we're consciousness. This body is a vehicle for the consciousness. Then you are observing your body, observing all of this. And when you get back to the space of observing, again, you stop reacting and just observe, you reflect. So, you got this, guys. It's easier said than done, I know. But if you do this every day, it's gonna feel good. You're gonna feel better about yourself and shit. Eat better too, you know? I'm talking to myself. I gotta eat better. Because damn, I'm bloated. I gotta have some fruits. Some acai bowls, acai, whatever the fuck. Something. All these antioxidants to help the gut clear. It's good. I also haven't eaten today, so it's kind of I'm kind of fasting in a way. Unintentionally, but you know, it's whatever. I'm gonna eat when I get home. I'm taking a good 6-mile walk, so it's pretty nice. I got some water. We're chilling, you know. Without further ado, guys, namaste, Lily. I'll see you in the next video. And the next one, and the next one.
We don't die, we multiply, soul synchronize. Beyond time, beyond flesh, beyond fear.
I still feel your energy here. Shout out the greatest, yeah, you taught me life prosperous. Even in the darkness, you